So I think that it's important that y'all get to know me a little better so that my videos will make sense. First of all, I am not a judgmental person. I let people be who they are, and I'm okay with who they are, and I would appreciate the same respect towards me. If you cannot give me that respect, please just don't watch my videos. I believe everybody has a right to their opinion, their belief, their whatever. The right to say what they want to say. Feel free. But do it in a way that it is not cruel or mean or demeaning. Come at me with honest regard and your true opinion, and I will respect that and give you mine. I'm open to hear anybody's other side or their perspective or how they see things, because that's how I learn more about people and life, and I become a better person. Sometimes I can get it, and sometimes I'm like, I understand it, but it's still just not me. It's not how I am. I believe everybody teaches us that we should get to know each other, take what we want that's good and helps us grow, and the rest just go, it's not for me, thanks, that's not for me. But respect that that's for them, whatever. But respect that. And if you can't respect that with me, then please, like I said, just don't watch my videos. Be cruel to somebody else, because I won't tolerate it. I won't tolerate it at all. And I mean that, tolerate. I won't tolerate it. Cruelty just because it makes you feel better, shame on you. We'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, more about me. I'm not, like I said, judgmental. I'm honest, brutally honest. And I'm okay with that because I believe that you should be honest. And other people are responsible for their feelings, not you. Be true to who you are, but be respectful of other people's feelings. There's a fine line. With that said, I also believe in people having freedoms, and I believe in our God-given freedoms and our Constitution and all that fun stuff that goes along with the founding of this country. I respect it greatly. I respect the soldiers who have died fighting for, I laugh at that, but fighting for our freedoms, because we're safe at night here, because we can speak up against things that we think are wrong, and we have these rights and our freedoms. However, I do believe in what I read and learned in a constitutional law class I took in college was your freedoms are your freedoms until they infringe upon other people's freedoms, and then you can't do that anymore. So share your freedom, be free to say what you want to say, but please know that once I believe that your freedom has affected somebody else's freedom, then it's going to stop. And I will kindly remind you of my intolerance to cruel behavior. You will be called out for it. I am a huge supporter of cannabis, hemp, and all byproducts of it. Do your research. Please understand that it could save deforestation, which could save animals going extinct. It could do a lot of good. The products last longer. Our first American flag was sewn on hemp, and it's still cool. So think about that, okay, before you become completely ignorant to cannabis and what it does. I know many people's lives could have been saved, probably your loved ones, from cannabis, because our body is built, we're born with stuff in our body called cannabinoid receptors. And cannabis is the cannabinoids part. We receive them. So we were made to utilize that God-given, if you don't believe in him, then earth-given or whatever, plant, alien, whatever you want to believe it, own it, whatever, I don't care. I believe what I believe and I own it. You can't change what I believe, but I'm happy to hear yours anyway. our bodies are made for that. So I think that many lives and people are fighting and marching and spending all this money and donating and trying for a cure that already exists, and everybody's eyes are blind to it, and it saddens me because I have loved ones that have died of it, and it breaks my heart because they could still be here, and I love them and I wish they were. Because people are ignorant and they have been brainwashed by mass media to believe that cannabis is bad. And it does it impair your judgment? Yeah, it enlightens you, opens your mind. Does it slow you down? Oh yeah, it makes you pause and think. If that's a bad thing, ooh, shame on us, because thinking before you act rather than just impulsively, angrily acting that's always been proven to be so much better. No. So does it make you temporarily forget stuff? Oh, all the time. Have a deep conversation with somebody and then expect them to recall it later. It might take them a while. You have to kind of jog their memory a bit, kind of play it back by play. They'll get it, they'll remember, but no, it impairs your short term, not long term. Don't get it twisted. People who use cannabis to medicate, to enlighten themselves, to calm, to medicate. Everybody says it's just a mask. It just masks it. What do you think an ibuprofen does? Same thing. Do you think it lasts forever and it makes the pain go away? You're stupid if you do. Stupid. And I'm sorry for being the first one to have to tell you how stupid you are, but think about that. That makes no sense. You take a Tylenol and you think all your pain is going to go away forever? No. Come on. So this one's going to run a little long. I'm sorry, but I think these things need to be said before I put another video, because you need to know who I am, and this is how I am. Other than the fact that I am toning down my language, this is it. I talk to everybody the same way I'm talking to y'all. I treat everybody the same, and by that I treat them with the golden rule in mind. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Brilliant rule. People forget about the do unto you part. How do you forget that part? I always treat people with kindness because that's how I like to be treated. So I believe everybody deserves to be treated with kindness, respect, and dignity. I do believe that, 100%. However, if after a couple of times talking to you, I realize that you're just an asshole, I go, oh, the golden rule. They're applying it as if they want to be done unto as an asshole. Thusly, from then on, I treat them like an asshole. Congratulations, you've earned that. So I'm a firm believer in that. Always be kind first, but if they give it back to you nasty, and it has to be not just once, because, they might be having a bad day or off a little bit, or, they're holding in a fart. You don't know. Something's irritating them. And just let it go. But once they've done it a few times, like this has shown their character, you've heard other people say, hey, dude's an asshole. She's an asshole. Then you give it back to them because they've earned that. So it's kind of me. I'm just kind of a real person. I try to keep it very, very real. I'm open to learn new things about people and life, and I really hope you enjoy these videos because I really feel it in my heart. This is not something that I want to do or think I'm going to make a bunch of money doing or anything. I feel impressed upon my heart that this is what I need to do, what I need to be doing right now with my life, because the world has gotten uglier and uglier and more divided, and I think it's silly. I think that if we really look at the true things that we're divided over, we'll see how silly it is, and maybe that'll fix it. And I'm hopeful that it'll at least open a few minds. So it's good to get to know you. I'm sorry this video was so long. The rest of them probably will not be. But I felt that this was necessary. So I hope you all have a great day. And it is great to get to know you.